Hey, in this lesson, we are going to create some elements on the page that click a button as well as an output, and then use the date object and get some date information to display the hour that it's being clicked whenever the button gets clicked. So we're going to display that on the page. So let's get to it. So first of all, let's create our button, and we're using the document create element, and the element that we're creating is going to be the button tag element. And also let's take the button and add some text content to the button. And how about we write click me. So that's going to be the button label. And then we also want to add the button to the body. So we need a main container area. So let's create another element. So we don't want to just have the button on itself within the body. We want to have a container. So document create elements, and we'll create a div for that. So the div is going to be the main container element. And then for the output itself, we're just going to leave it blank right now, but we will be adding it to the document. So just select the document, and then the body object is already an object within the document, and we can use the append method to append the output to there, and then select output and append the button to be within the output div, and then const, and we should also create a message area. So document create element, and this can also be another div, and we'll have that message area appended to the output. So just underneath, or we're going to put it above the button. So that means that we need to add it before we add the button within output, so that it appears above. And let's add in some content into message. And this will just say hello world. So now we've constructed our basic HTML that we can use. So let's refresh and do a quick inspect on it. So open up the dev tools. We've got the hello world and the click me. So that's all there. And we are ready to add in some click event, some functionality to it. So let's move all of this stuff up and select the button object that we've already identified. We're going to add an event listener. The event that we're adding in is going to be a click. So this is going to run whenever it gets clicked. So we're going to use the arrow format for the function. And so what do we want to happen whenever it gets run? We want to get the current date value and do the new date. So it's going to return back the new date value. And from the date, we want to get the hours. So let's take message and text content, and we'll update the text content to show the date. And actually we shouldn't use date, we'll just use date. We'll just do today actually. So instead of using date, we'll use today, and we've got a number of methods. So we can get the day, so returns the day of the week, returns the year, and returns the hours. And this is specific for the local hours. So it's going to return back whatever the local hours are. We can also add in the local minutes as well. So how about we do that, and we're going to use the template literals. So that's where we use the curly brackets and the $sign and the backticks to open and close it. So that way we can add in the spacing, and we'll do one more. So we've got today, and instead of get hours, let's do get minutes. And this is a method, so we do need to have the rounded brackets. And let's see what this looks like. So refresh and click me. So it's getting the hours. So right now it's 5 p.m., 5:53 actually. And whenever we click it, we're getting the hours and the minutes. So we can also get the seconds if we want as well. So there's some other options there. So get seconds, it's going to return the seconds. Rounded brackets again, because to indicate that this is going to be a method that gets invoked. So now we're getting the seconds, we're getting the hours, minutes, and the seconds. So whenever the button gets clicked, then we invoke the function which updates the content and outputs the new content to the page. So go ahead and try that out as well. And have some fun with it, creating elements on the page and then updating it dynamically with the event listener.